Hello dear children, today we will be dealing with the new chapter, that is proportion. You have learned what ratios are. Okay, so when we divide one quantity with another quantity, we get a ratio. Now we talk about something called proportion. Okay, and that is from exercise 12. You have to solve some problems. So let us just see what is proportion. Now, if you get a question like this, are the ratios 8 is to 12 and 18 is to 27 equal? So we have to find out whether 8 is to 12 equal to 8 is to 27. Okay, so let us see. 8 is to 12. We are writing it like this. 8 is to 12 and 8, what does 8 is to 12 mean? 8 is to 12 means 8 by 12. Okay, so if I am trying to solve it, what do I get? Let us see. 2 4s are 8, 2 6 are 12. I'm using the table of 2. Okay, and then 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. Okay, so what do I get? I get 2 is to 3. So that means 8 is to 12 is same as 2 is to 3. Now let us try the next part. 18 is to 27. So 18 is to 27, you say, let me solve it. 18 and 27 will go by 3, isn't it? So 3 6 are 18 and 3 9s are 27. Again I can cancel by 3. 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. So what do I get now? Again I get as 2 is to 3. See, here also 2 is to 3 and here also 2 is to 3. This is 2 is to 3. This is 2 is to 3. What does that mean? That these two ratios are equal. So when two ratios are equal, we say they are in proportion. So when two ratios are equal, we say they are in proportion. So this is how we find out whether two ratios are in proportion or not. If we get the same ratio, when we simplify it, then we can say they are in proportion. When two ratios are equal, we say that the given ratios are in proportion. Okay, just now we saw how like 8 is to 12 and 18 is to 27, both cases we got as 2 is to 3, isn't it? So we said that these are in proportion. So when two ratios are in proportion, we can either write like this when we put an equal to sign, or we can also represent it as by putting two signs. Okay, is to signs. So 8 is to 12 is to 18 is to 27. That means these are in proportion. These two ratios are in proportion. So this is how we write it. Okay. So either you can write 8 is to 12 is equal to 18 is to 27. That means these two ratios are in proportion. Or you can put 2 is to signs here. So it will make the ratios in proportion. So when we use the numbers in proportion, we call them as terms. So here 8, 12, 18 and 27 are called terms. So 8 is called the first term, 12 is called the second term, 18 is called the third term and 27 is called the fourth term. So this is how we denote the numbers in a proportion. We call them terms. So this is the first term, second term, third term and fourth term. Okay, so it is very simple. Now there are some points which we should remember about proportions. What are those? In a proportion, the first two terms are quantities of the same kind. So always when we write ratios, we know that a ratio has the quantities in the same kind, isn't it? Kg and kg, meter and meter, hour and hour. That is time by time. Okay, rupee by rupee. So the first two terms, they are they are a ratio, and the second two term also should have the same quantities. Like you can say kilogram, kilogram in the first two terms and hour in the second two. So then it is all right. So first two terms should be of the same quantity, of the same kind, and the last two terms should also be the quantities of the same kind. Next is in a proportion, the first and fourth terms are called extreme proportion. So they're extremes. Okay. So they are at the ends. That is why they are called extremes. And the second and third terms are called means. So they are in between. That is why they are called mean terms. So extreme terms and mean terms. Let us take an example. 8 is to 12 is to 18 is to 27. So these are the two ratios which are in proportion. Okay, they are proportional to each other. So we call this 8 and 27 as extreme proportions. So these are the extreme proportions. Okay. Sorry, extreme terms. 8 and 27 are called the extreme terms. And this 12 and 18, they are in between, isn't it? So they are called the mean terms. Okay, so you should know that the terms which are at the end are called extremes and the terms which come in between are called mean terms. Okay, so 8 and 27 are extreme terms and 12 and 18 are mean terms. So you have to remember this. Now if two ratios are in proportion, when two ratios are in proportion, then product of extreme is equal to product of means. This is the relationship. Product of extremes is equal to the product of means. So that means when you multiply the extremes 8 into 27, whatever you get, it should be the same as the product of means, that is 12 into 18. So please check it. What is 8 into 27 and what is 12 into 18? You will get the same answer. So this is also a method to check whether the given ratios are in proportion or not. What you have to do? Just multiply the extreme terms 8 into 27 and multiply the mean terms 12 into 18 and just check whether the answers are equal or not. If they are equal, we will say the ratios are in proportion. So let us try the first in exercise 12a, the question number 1. I will be discussing one question, that is second question from the first main question, second subpart of the first main question. 16 is to 28 and 24 is to 42. We have to find whether the ratios are in proportion or not. So we will just try to simplify the two ratios, 16 by 28 and 24 by 42. So let us just try it. 2 8s are 16, okay, and 2 1s are 2 and 2 4s are 8. So I got 8 by 14. Now again we can cancel by 2. 2 4s are 8 and 2 7s are 14. So I get what? 4 by 7. Now I cannot further simplify it. Let me try this one now. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. And here 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So I got 12 and 21. I know that both of them can be cancelled by 3, isn't it? So 3 4s are 12 and 3 7s are 21. Oh, I'm getting 4 by 7 here and I'm getting 4 by 7. What does that mean? That means that these two ratios are in proportion. See, 4 by 7 and 4 by 7. So, hooray, the given ratios are in proportions. So today you have to do exercise 12a, the first sum, all the problems and see whether they are in proportion or not. Okay, so have a nice day.